Hello there and welcome back. Today I have a gorgeous 2-page scrapbook layout for you, and we're going to let the photos pick the colors for us. We're going to be using the brand new garden poetry collection that comes with some berry burst trim and some epoxy dots that we won't be needing for today's colors. It also comes with the Paradise Garden bundle. It has a really deep 3D embossing folder, and then the dies that go with that set actually coordinate. So you can set the large die inside the embossing folder and actually create a little effect on the background that makes you be able to peel back parts of the leaves. These are always so interesting, and they're so neat to be able to tuck little bits and pieces in. So it sets right inside that embossing folder, and this is what it creates. So you could create that in all different colors. I don't actually use this large part today, but I do use all of the other stamps and dies that come with this set for some embellishing on today's layout. This is such a bright collection and I love it, but I was trying to decide what I could use with it. So when you look at the Poetry Garden stamp and dies, you can see that there's going to be lots of florals and leaves with this. I love the wash sides of this. I do love the leaf and the floral sides, but I think the wash sides are going to be very versatile. We're going to be able to use those with lots of other things besides floral layouts. Now I wanted to pull out the greens, and originally when I started working with my photos that I'm going to use in this collection, I felt like I would only be using greens. And as it turns out, the colors are going to dictate for me to be able to add some blues into that to make this gorgeous combination. I love the green and the blue in this. I haven't had much opportunity to use shaded spruce, but shaded spruce is the green, and it reminds me of Kelly green, and I happen to be Irish, and there is a song about Kelly and Kelly green. So this is my granddaughter, Ramsey Kate, my daughter's youngest daughter, and you can see that she has on a shaded spruce dress. Like, what are the chances of that? And there is a lot of blue in the background of the stage. This was like a little Miss pageant, and or I think it was Little Miss Snowflake, and I love the green in her dress. I don't use a lot of green. Lately I did use green for a cheerleading. My granddaughter Claire had a has cheerleading that is black and green, but I love how this has an ombre effect. I love the splatter in the background. I love the rich green color. So I can see myself pulling in these film strips from the Cricut and having maybe the 3-inch photos over on the left, or 2 3/4, and then the photos on the right are 4x4, and then the little photos in the film strip, I think I cut to about 1 3/4, so I would have an edge on the film strip. I'll link in the description the Design Space file that created those film strips, but I really wanted to pull in our brand new camera called Capturing Smiles, and I've been using that like crazy. I just have a thing for cameras. Now I cut some circle rings on the Cricut, and I cut them out of one piece of pattern paper, and then I'm going to flip parts of those circle rings over to the opposite side to really create a beautiful visual background. So you get a little bit of the blues and the greens and the patterns and the solid wash. I love that. I love using circles just to have something different in the background. I also love trying to find different things that we can put in the background so that it gives us an opportunity to do something unique and different than what we would do in a normal scrapbooking page. Now I am pulling in a couple pieces of paper from our square snippets. I just finished a process video with square snippets that's going to launch this upcoming Friday as part of our YouTube sketch hop, and I love square snippets. That was another one that I didn't have an opportunity to use, but I feel like having this cross background gives me a little bit of a contrast. And the garden poetry has all different colors of leaves and florals and then wash on the backside. So I really didn't have another pattern to use, so I thought I would use the square snippets. We had multiple sheets of the same page, so I thought that was going to work really, really great for this. So I've gutted that green wash background from 1 inch to 11 inches all the way around so that I could reserve the center. And then I've put an 11-inch shaded spruce background on that, and then I cut the square snippets down to 10 3/4 by 10 3/4, and then I've added the circle rings. Now again, I'll give you the Design Space file. I'll put the free Design Space link in the click more in the video, and you can download that Design Space link. You do need to own the images used, but of course with the circle rings, it's either Cricut Access or a plain circle that I cut myself into a ring. So I just inserted rings inside each other of varying sizes, and then I was able to cut that out on one piece of paper, and I believe it's I think it was 9 by 9 if I remember right, was the largest circle. And then by cutting that out of one pattern paper and flipping it over to the back sides, it gave us some more versatile colors. So originally I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be green, 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 green. But I love that we were able to add the ombre blue in there because of the blue in the background of the photos. Often you can pull little colors, even colors from the grass, from the pine trees, from the background stage, from the lighting, and you can help that expand the papers that you're able to use in your scrapbook layout. Now I have more of that pattern paper because what we do to one side, we want to do to the other. And I wanted to draw that pattern over. So those pattern paper pieces on the right are 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Now here is that capturing smiles, and I have been using this camera stamp like crazy. It just dropped here at the beginning of the month, and actually I think it was less than a week ago, not even a week ago, and I'm so excited to use it on so many things. I have an affinity for cameras, so I'm inking up the base of the camera. I do want to put this together for you because I've had some questions on my Facebook page when I did some camera cards about how to put the camera together. So I'm going to cut this tag looking piece on the dark side of shaded spruce, and I'm going to cut the camera on the light side of shaded spruce, and you have different options for lenses. So let's get these two pieces cut out first, and I'll show you how those two go together. Now some people are mounting that on the front. Some people are not using it at all, and they're just using the straight camera, but you can make a couple different kinds of lenses. There's this circle piece right here that cuts that ring out, and it cuts a ring that can go on the front of the camera lens. So there's actually 2 rings, but you could stamp that ring, or you can cut a piece of cardstock out with that ring or pattern paper out with that ring. So on this particular camera, I'm going to stamp in Memento Black the lens. I'm going to cut out the ring in black, and then I have the other base ring for the lens in shaded spruce. So that way I can actually put that first ring over the top of the lens, and I'm going to fussy cut that out. There is a die, a circle die that you can cut out with that, as well, but I'm just going to quickly come up underneath. If you take the claw of your scissors and you wedge it underneath something that you've just adhered or glued, it's so quick and so easy. It doesn't necessarily look pretty on the back, but the back isn't going to show. So then I'm going to add a little liquid glue on that that piece. Now, this is the piece that I could have stamped. There's a stamp where you could stamp that piece, but I wanted a little bit of black to contrast all the green. So I'm going to put the dark tag on top of the base of the camera. I'm going to pop up that lens piece that I created. There's also a little heart that I can put on there that is a die that comes in the Capturing Smiles set as well. It is so cute. So there's a couple different options for the lenses. There's even another lens that looks like a shutter that has a little piece that cuts out of that ring part that we cut out initially. Now I feel like that camera is going to make a really cute added embellishment, and we can put that up at the top of the film strip. And there are so many gorgeous leaves and floral pieces in the Paradise Garden stamp and die bundle that we can decorate around those film strips and around that camera. Just super easy to pull this together so quickly and easily. We've used the colors in the photos to choose and to be able to have blue to expand into the blue instead of just green. Now, this is my first time using the stamp, so I haven't seasoned it really. So I'm just kind of working with it and doing some first and second generation where I stamp on and stamp off. And I'm going to do a huge variety. Usually when I get a stamp and a die set out, I make way more than I need because I'm really bonding with that and I'm trying to see what all the parts and pieces do. Also, because I have it out already, I want to just make a bunch and I store them right in the envelope. And so I think I'll be able to use these. There's this really large double flower, so we can do some in first and second generation. I have Night of Navy and then I have Shaded Spruce. So I did first and second generation Shaded Spruce, first and second generation Night of Navy, and I believe Stampin' Up! Terms are stamping off instead of second generation. So I'm also going to pull in this little note paper that I made on the Cricut. And I think that'll make a great landing spot underneath the camera, and we could pull in a sentiment as well. So I love this little sentiment. It says, "Love this smile," and I think we could stamp that either in Night of Navy or in the Shaded Spruce. I'm going to go with Night of Navy, and we'll go up in the right corner of that little note piece that I created on the Cricut, and then we'll rub a little bit of that Shaded Spruce. We're going to rub off on some scratch paper so that it isn't too blobby or blotchy. And then we'll just rub that on there, and that can peek out from behind the camera, and we can use that as a little landing spot for some of those florals that we created out of the Paradise Garden set. So I don't have a real big title idea for this one, but there are quite a few little wordy bits in the stamp sets that I'm using. So I don't know for sure which ones, but I might grab a couple from Capturing Smiles. I do have another little triangular piece that I created on the Cricut that I might pull in as well to add some solids. So what I did with the photos on the right, those were 4x4, and I put an 1/8 inch border around it in white. So 4 1/8 by 4 1/8 on those 3 photos on the right. I backed the film strip with white, and I actually just cut that on the Cricut so that they matched. And now I'm just having fun arranging all those beautiful bits and pieces from behind. It's so crazy how stamping off can make it look like a completely different color. So we have so many different shades of Night of Navy and so many different shades of Shaded Spruce that it helps so that it doesn't look so monochromatic. I mean, it has that theme within it with the 2 colors, but it really makes those photos pop and it gives it so much interest. I also love having that border around the outside of the wash instead of the solid. It just really flows. I love that. None of the stamps in the Paradise Garden stamp set were multiple layered stamps. They were all single layered stamps, which is kind of unusual. Usually the floral stamps, you stamp over the top of them, but I ended up just loving the way that they look. I think that they're pretty just the way they are, and they actually have a little bit of a, what do you want to call, a wash look themselves, especially the second generation. So I think maybe on the piece that I cut out of the Paradise Garden, the two wavy background pieces, I think we could pull something else from Capturing Smiles. Now, with photopolymer stamps, you can bend them. They're pliable and you can bend them. So I'm actually just going to manipulate the stamp onto my block so that it mirrors that wave of that background. And it's a great way to add interest instead of just stamping on a straight rectangle. So what I'm going to stamp is, I think I'm going to stamp Captured Moments. So I've put that on the block and I've waved it a little bit. Now on my first try, it's not quite dark enough. I'm not super happy with that. So I take another stab at it and I kind of don't get it as dark as I want again, but I can always go back in and change that. I'm good with it right now. Then I'm going to ink up Moments again. And now we have Captured Moments in Night of Navy. Now I went ahead and did my journaling, and I did it on a 4x3. And then I added a little rectangle in my journal box to represent the wavy spot, so that I kind of knew that I was going to be indenting in a little bit so that those journal words hugged around that wavy piece. And I did the journaling on vellum and then put the vellum right over the white, and we'll just kind of put that in there. I purposely put 2 photos on the top of that film strip and left 1 photo blank so that I could put that title in there, and then put the other photo on the bottom. It was actually a 5-hole film strip. And so in the Design Space file, the film strip that I've given you has 5 squares, and then I ended up cutting 1 off because I kind of liked how it just sort of hugged the bottom of the page. And I love the balance that it gives me with the cluster in the upper right of the left page, and then it draws your eye across Ramsey Kate and across the journaling to the bottom of the page. I love that. All right, I'm just adding a couple more little pieces. So I cut off the little hexagon that comes out of the Paradise Garden hybrid, or the hybrid set, the bundle. And I had cut it off over on the left and used that hexagon as a landing spot for some little leaf flourishes over on the left. And there was just that little scrap of the top left over, and I'm always kind of like a scavenger. Let's just tuck it in and give it a little landing spot, since there is a busy pattern in the background and we're adding florals on top of a busy pattern. Adding that little top of the hexagon just helps it have that little landing spot and makes it look a little bit more so that it stands out a little bit more. It's still really subtle. I'm going to add another little second generation floral there. Now, I could not find a sentiment piece from Capturing Smiles or from Paradise Garden that would fit in my little piece that I cut on the Cricut up here. So I just dug through my stash here and I pulled out an extra stamp from Lovely Florals. Lovely Arrangements. And so that way it would fit any sentiment that you have. Sometimes it's just nice to get good use out of your stamps. And I thought it was fitting. It says, "You are so lovely." She looks so cute. Her mom curled her hair, and that's out in the yard before the event. And all of her little friends were there. So I put several photos of her and her little friends. And she just looks like a little princess, and like she's having so much fun dressing up. She has such a Oh, I don't know, such a happy outlook on life, and she just enjoys every single thing that she does. Now, these might not show up too well on camera, but they're perfect for this, and they're just our basic rhinestones. I really didn't want to add a lot more color. I just wanted to add a little bit of sparkle, and guess what? I'm getting happy. I love this. I love that we let the photos dictate all of the colors that we were going to use in the background of this. I love that we were able to add interest with those circle rings, and I just love how the whole thing came together. I've been having so much fun with capturing smiles. I will list in the description all the things that I used on today's layout. I hope you like it. I hope you were inspired to make one of your own. I hope you'll shoot me a comment and let me know what you think. Hit like, subscribe, the notifications bell, and I hope you'll come back soon right here on Snips by Kelly. Happy scrapping, everyone.